Hi, I'm Lloyd and I trained as an architect and have always been fascinated by bathrooms and studied them for years. And so when we renovated our house and downsized so that my wife and I were living on the ground floor and the lower level, I had the opportunity to sort of put a lot of those ideas into practice and kind of get the bathroom of my dreams. So I'm here at the sink, which is in the hall rather than in the bathroom. And it's there for a number of reasons. Fundamentally, our bathrooms are designed really for the convenience of plumbers and not for the convenience of the people who are using them. My key touchstones in bathroom design go back to 1, to Japan, and 2, to this book, The Bathroom Book by Alexander Kira, written in the 60s, where he took a real scientific look at how people use bathroom fixtures. So I have the sink in the hall primarily for convenience, because a sink is something that you use more often than you use other features in the bathroom, but also going right back to biblical times. There was always a history of when a guest comes in, when anything happens, you wash their feet, you wash their hands. Washing is a much more public function than some of the other bathroom functions. Now, the tap is on the wall and really high because Kara says sink should be higher so that you don't have to bend down to get under the water. It was supposed to be even higher, but the plumbers didn't really understand what I was saying. But it's high enough that I can wash my hands without having to bend down. And that's the critical thing. Now, moving on here to the shower, which is a separate place from the toilet. The key taking from Japan and the Japanese way of bathing is that toilets are dirty and bathing is something that's clean, it's celebratory, it's relaxing, it's enjoyable, it's something you do for pleasure, not because you have to go to the toilet. So they would traditionally keep it separate. And the other thing that's unusual in this bathroom is that although there's a bathtub there, the shower is not in the bathtub, because bathtubs are fundamentally one of the most dangerous things in the entire house. But the important thing is that Alexander Kira also noted that it's really dumb to have a shower head where the water comes down at the top and is always running when you have to step out of it to soap. In a traditional Japanese onsen, you would go and you would sit in a stool, you would have a bucket and you would have a ladle, and you would clean yourself with that. They modernized them by having a hand shower that you basically turn on the water just when you need it to rinse yourself. You turn it off when you're soaping. And what happens if you shower the Japanese way, that you use 1/10 the amount of water that we use. The toilet is in a separate room, which frankly is something that happened a lot in England when they started introducing toilets into houses, because they kept the washstand where the washstand used to be in the bedroom, and they would stick the toilet in a closet, hence the phrase water closet. Here we do it for sanitary reasons. Flushing a toilet puts huge amounts of bacteria into the air, and it shouldn't be in the same room as a sink and a toothbrush sitting on the counter. It should be separate. My real extravagance is here as well. I've got this $1,200 Toto bidet toilet seat so that I never use any toilet paper. And people often say, well, this must use a lot of water. How can you call that green? But in fact, it takes more water to make toilet paper than it does to use the bidet on the toilet, and it's much healthier.